Welcome back to the 2 Minute Warning. Today I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts after it has just been announced that they have re-signed wide receiver T.Y. Hilton. But before getting into that topic, question for those of you viewing: who is your all-time favorite Indianapolis Colts player in franchise history? Is it Peyton Manning? Is it Andrew Luck? Is it Marvin Harrison, Dwight Freeney, Edgerrin James? Whoever it is, comment it down below and I will reveal my answer at the end. But getting into this topic in all seriousness, I do think this was a good move by the Indianapolis Colts. Getting T.Y. Hilton back will be a great safety blanket for your new quarterback, Carson Wentz. But overall, this receiving core has some great depth in T.Y. Hilton. You got Michael Pittman, you got Paris Campbell, Zach Pascal, Jack Doyle. It's not the greatest receiving core, but there's a lot of depth on that team. And even though they brought back T.Y. Hilton, I would not be against the idea of the Colts signing one more guy. You know, there's still some free agents out there. There's Sammy Watkins, who's not the young stud he used to be, but he's still a reliable receiver. Antonio Brown, you got more upside than Sammy Watkins, but you got more risk because you don't know how he is in the head. Or you got even more risk in Kenny Stills, but he'll be at a cheap cost because he's a quick, speedy wideout, but he's always hurt and he's always inconsistent. So there's options out there if they want to add to it. But even looking at it currently, getting T.Y. Hilton back, I seriously think this team will take a big jump because of the youth. T.Y. Hilton is at 31 years old. He's not really part of the youth of the receiving core. However, even T.Y. Hilton's speed is still good and his hands are still great. Even if his speed starts trickling down as time goes on, his hands will not. That is one thing that does not deteriorate as your age increases. Your hands will always stay the same. So I trust T.Y. Hilton catching the ball. But looking at the other part of the receiving core, such as Michael Pittman, I think he will take a pretty big jump in talent this year. You got Paris Campbell. I think he will get better as well. I just think overall, with this new quarterback, this team will improve. You know, Zach Pascal, not the top guy, but he's reliable. And Jack Doyle is kind of a well-known tight end, not the top tier, but same thing as Zach Pascal. You know what you're getting out of him. He is reliable to throw the ball to. Looking at the backfield, possibly this is the best backfield of a set. This is the best trio of running backs in the NFL, in my opinion, between Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and Marlon Mack. Yeah, there's a duo of running backs in the NFL that probably beats a duo of these three, such as Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I don't know if any duo of running backs is going to beat them on the same team, but when you consider the trio, any running back on this team can pound the pile, can make a hurdle, can make a spin, can truck a guy. I think Jonathan Taylor is a great rookie this past year, might be the best rookie running back in his draft class. Nyheim Hines is reliable. Marlon Mack, when he's healthy, is pretty good. So looking at this whole team, we got a new quarterback. Not to say that Philip Rivers was bad, but Carson Wentz is a lot more mobile, so he could throw on the run. There's more play action, and that'll help out these young receivers that are looking to up their game, you know, looking for a mobile quarterback that can throw to them on the run. Like I said, Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell, Jack Doyle, Zach Pascal, and of course T.Y. Hilton. I think him and Carson Wentz will have a great connection, but all of it, of course, will come down to whether or not Carson Wentz can be the guy he used to be. Will he be the guy he used to be with Frank Reich in 2017 when he almost won MVP, or will he be the guy he was last year? A lot of Titans fans and a lot of other NFL fans don't think Carson Wentz is going to be any good. They think he sucks. They think he's garbage. They don't want him. Me, I'm not a Colts fan, but I'm very bullish on Carson Wentz. I think this is almost like a Carson Wentz being reborn. I think he's got a new motive. I think he's got a new love for the game of football, and I think getting Frank Reich back will just really up his game to a whole nother level compared to last year. I really like the Colts to be a serious threat in the AFC, let alone winning the AFC South. I think they will win it. And then even outside of the offense, where T.Y. Hilton is obviously the most effective, he's not going to play defense. You have a great defense that Carson Wentz can rely on, because the Eagles defense isn't bad because it has Fletcher Cox and Darius Slay, but this Colts defense is one of the best in the NFL, arguably top 5. So Carson Wentz his defense isn't going to be giving up 30, 35 points a game, so where he's always behind. This defense can hold teams to, anywhere from 3 to 4 scores, under 21 points, and that is great. Game in and game out to hold a team under 21, 28 points. That is good for Carson Wentz. You got Darius Leonard really captaining that defense. You got Xavier Rhodes is re-signed, so him and Kenny Moore can now captain that defense at the cornerback position. You got DeForest Buckner. This team is pretty stacked on the defense. Justin Houston, one of your pass rushers, is currently still a free agent, but I think there's a good chance he signs back with Indianapolis. He's already played there, so he's familiar with the system. And the Colts have the money to bring him back. It's not like they're short money. I believe currently today they have the second most cap space T.Y. Hilton might fluctuate that a little bit. Before this signing, they had, I believe, $30+ million left in cap space still to make some moves. So they'll probably be down to 25 or so, depending what T.Y. got. But still plenty of money to bring back Justin Houston and more. Like I said, Sammy Watkins, if you want to look at him. Overall, I like the Colts all around to be a serious threat, but I still have to know, even though I think Carson Wentz will be the same guy he used to be when they went on their Super Bowl run, I don't know for sure, and I don't know if Frank Reich could really revamp him. I don't know if Carson Wentz just had a bad year of the yips and he'll get over it. I don't know. We will have to see. But overall, on paper, I love what they have. Carson Wentz is a great mobile quarterback, in my opinion. It's obviously not Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray, but he's not a fossil that can't leave the pocket. So I like the quarterback. I love the backfield, especially with Jonathan Taylor leading it. Offensive line is stout. The receiving core, I think now that you're getting T.Y. Hilton, your worries are over. There were concerns, what are they going to do with their receiving core? Because without T.Y. Hilton, they are a little weak. But now that he is back, they do have, kind of a captain of that receiving core that can lead them. And I still think they should look into adding more. You can't have enough great receivers. But as of right now, it will do for sure. And then looking at the defense, like I said, it's already top 5. It's pretty stacked on that defensive line. DeForest Buckner, Darius Leonard kind of rushes in sometimes. Tyquan Lewis, and then, like I said, if you get back Justin Houston, top 5 defense already, and you'll just officially stay there if you get him back. But even if you don't, there's other guys out there. There's KJ Wright from the Seahawks. Jadeveon Clowney's a risky play, but you have the money to gamble, take a risk, see what you can get out of him. I don't know. I just think the Colts are not done yet. I don't want to say this is just the beginning because the free agency is definitely in the back half of free agency, but with the amount of money the Colts have, I still think they will make a move or so to see what they could do and see if they could become a Super Bowl team. Like I said, a lot of people doubt Carson Wentz in the Colts, especially those other fans of teams in the AFC South, such as the Jaguars, Texans, and especially those Titans fans. But I like the Colts to win the division. I think the Titans rely way too much on Derrick Henry, and while he's proven that you can rely on him, he's led them to the playoffs twice the past 2 years. I just don't want to put all my eggs in one basket on Derrick Henry. I'm not saying he won't get another 1,800 yards and take you to the playoffs, but I just don't like putting it all on Derrick Henry, whereas the Colts, I feel like they're more balanced all around. They got a good run game. They got good receivers. I think they have a quarterback that can throw the football. We will have to see. And they got a defense they can rely on as well, and a good, well-rounded coach. Not that the Titans have a bad coach in Mike Vrabel, but you know what I mean. I just feel like the Colts are just more well-rounded than the Tennessee Titans. So, overall, great move, in my opinion, by the Colts to get T.Y. Hilton. There's been interest in him from the Ravens, from the Chiefs, from several teams around the NFL. He's been doing what a typical free agent does in the free agent market, is explore his options, but I'm glad he's back. The Colts had the money to resign him, and he's used to Indianapolis. Let's see if he could be what he once was with Andrew Luck, where he led the league in receiving yards. I'm not sure he'll be that again, but either way, T.Y. Hilton has the experience, has the hands, excuse me, and he still has the speed to help this team make a playoff push. And like I said, if Carson Wentz is the guy he used to be, a Frank Reich, they could be a Super Bowl team. I'm excited to see it. I think the Colts are kind of one of the dark horse Super Bowl teams in the AFC, in my opinion, but no matter what, we have to see how they play the football. There's still the draft to come. There's still a good amount of free agency to go. We got to see what other moves the Colts make to make any official bowl take. But for now, I like them to be a dark horse Super Bowl candidate. But until then, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you believe in Carson Wentz? What do you think of this T.Y. Hilton signing overall? What do you think of the Colts this year? How far did they go? And of course, who is your favorite Colts player of all time? Mine would have to be the Edge, Edgerrin James. Thanks for watching, guys. 2 in the morning.